And welcome to Summer of IPL on DD India. As the mercury rises in the race to the playoffs, the action cools down in the foothills of Himalayas. In Dharamshala, where Punjab Kings face Lucknow Super Giants, Punjab returned to familiar turf with three back-to-back home games that could decide their fate and possibly top two finish in the IPL season 18. But history isn't on their side. Winless in Dharamshala since 2013, they will need to break the jinx to stay ahead in the packed middle table clash. Standing in their way are Lucknow Super Giants. We can say the recharge after a 6 days break, but under pressure after 3 losses in their last 4 games. It's a clash of top-heavy teams with shaky middle orders where Nicholas Pooran's power and Chahal's guile could tilt the scales. The pitch, high scoring. The forecast, slightly wet. And the stakes, absolutely massive. Will Kings conquer the cold or reclaim their fortress, or will Lucknow rise from the shadows and keep their playoff hopes alive? It's all building up to a big contest between the two heavyweights of the IPL under the lights. So let's get started. So Punjab Kings return to Dharamshala with a point to prove. Their record here is poor, only 5 wins in 13 matches. The last win at this venue came in 2013. With 3 home games lined up, they need to turn things around quickly. Lucknow Super Giants are struggling too. After 3 straight wins, they have now lost 3 of their last 4. Their playoff hopes are slipping. A win here is crucial to stay live in the race for the playoffs. Punjab are in slightly better shape. They have 13 points from 10 matches. A strong top order and improved bowling have helped them bounce back. Arshdeep Singh, Marco Jansen and Yuzvendra Chahal have stepped up in the recent games. LSG have a powerful top order but a weak middle order. They rely heavily on their openers. Talking about head-to-head, LSG leads 3-2 and we can say that they have batted first in all the 5 matches so far in the head-to-head records between the two teams. So a clear edge here for LSG in terms of head-to-head record. So a big match here in terms of the playoff race, and to break down this match between the RCB, not between the two teams, the Punjab Kings and the team that is also struggling, that is Lucknow Super Giants. We are joined by senior sports journalist and cricket analyst Vimal Kumar, who has been tracking the pulse of IPL closely. Vimal, coming into this match, that the contest between the two teams here, Punjab Kings carried we can say that a good form. Sometimes it was patchy too. Patchy home record, especially we want to say here, and a 2-2 split in the Mulampu did not much to change that narrative. They now shift base to Dharamshala, where the numbers don't inspire confidence. Either just 5 wins in 13 matches, and they have lost 4 matches they have played in Dharamshala since 2023. Multiple home venues hampering the Punjab Kings campaign in the IPL. Vimal, can Punjab break that Dharamshala jinx, or will Lucknow find form in time?
I think that should be the only concern for Punjab, because if you look at if you compare these two teams, Punjab definitely has an upper hand, just because the way they have played as a unit. Yes, they have been slightly unlucky because they lost 1 point because the rain in Kolkata denied them 1 point. Otherwise, they have been a fine side throughout this tournament. But on the other hand, if you look at LSG, again, there was so much hype around this team because of obviously one of the biggest players in Indian cricket, Rishabh Pant, was captaining their side. And every time Pant came to any of the games, there was always talk of 27 crore, the costliest buy in the history of IPL, not only in this auction. And probably they have lost the moment, especially they were reliant on in the beginning of the tournament. If you look at whether it was Mitchell Marsh or Nicholas Pooran. So Nicholas Pooran, the moment Nicholas Pooran has gone, it just looks like that in the last couple of games, if you look at, he has not been scoring. Pressure is too much, enormous on LSG, and it boils down that because now we are in the business end of the tournament. Rishabh Pant, the captain and the batsman, he has to deliver. Because if you look at the among all the franchisee, LSG from the outside it looks a ruthless franchisee. They don't tolerate failures. We don't have to go too far. What happened with KL Rahul? We have seen that. So I think if you talk about, although LSG have won the toss and they have decided to field, because obviously whenever you play in those kind of conditions, you try to exploit the conditions, the whatever early help. But I think Punjab has the wherewithal to win this game.
Vimal, talking about the average first inning score in Dharamshala in the last 4 IPL games since 2023 is 201. Teams have opted to bowl first in all 4 games and only once have gone on to win the match. And today also, LSG won the toss and decided to bowl first. So do you think a positive sign for LSG here by choosing to bowl first?
I think see there is no if you as you just mentioned, the data suggests that it is some sort of advantage, and Dharamshala has always been, regardless of the format you play, whether it's Test cricket, ODI cricket, or T20 IPL game, there has always been slightly bowler friendly. It is not typical belter kind of wicket where you go, like whether it was in Chennaswamy, Bangalore, or this season in Kolkata. It is not that kind of wicket. So yes, there will be assistance. But if you look at the overall composition of this Punjab team, they look a far more settled team, because they, even what Nicholas Puran was doing, has been doing for LSG. Same thing Shreyas Iyer, the captain, has been doing for Punjab. But they are not over reliant on Shreyas. When in those matches where Shreyas hasn't delivered, there have been a Prav Simran Singh, there have been other batsmen. You look at someone like Glenn Maxwell, who did not do anything. Yet Punjab has been in the contention, and if you look at from the points table, it looks likely, because it will take a lot of, because if LSG, for I think even if Punjab lose this match, they will not be out of the contention for the playoffs. But if LSG loses today's game, they will be like, for them to make a comeback in the playoff, it will be very difficult, because already we see the top 5-6 places are very competitive, and each game is going to be very crucial. From that point of view, this game is very crucial for Punjab and as well as for LSG, because LSG can't afford to lose. While Punjab, even if they lose, like they can still make a comeback. But for LSG, it's like a sort of do or die.
Definitely, as you mentioned, that it's a sort of do or die for the LSG. And talking about LSG's middle order has been inconsistent. Even Rishabh Pant hasn't looked convincing. How should they address this imbalance with the just 4 games left?
I think. See, what I have seen and whatever I have seen, Rishabh Pant is a charismatic cricketer. There is no doubt about that. But yes, you can see we don't know what is going on in the team inside or whatever he is feeling. But it appears that this guy is overburdened with the responsibility, and especially I don't think that the same would have been the case had he been captaining, say, a Mumbai side or say RCB, because if you look at someone like Rajat Patidar, the way he has been at, because the Rishabh Pant came, there was a lot of expectation. Rishabh Pant, the charismatic batsman, the wicket keeper, the flamboyance, the aggressive batsman, leadership, and everything is like weighing him down. So I think the one thing Rishabh Pant should be doing, what he has been doing for India in Test cricket especially, be fearless. No matter, Rishabh Pant should tell himself, even if I am going to lose the next 4 games, world is not going to end. Even if LSG doesn't make it to playoff, doesn't matter. For me, what matters, Rishabh Pant, the wicketkeeper batsman who is going to England just immediately after the IPL, India will need him, a confident Rishabh Pant, and I will score runs in England, because I have scored runs in Australia, I have scored runs in South Africa. So I will pray freely. Let's see what happens. Because the way what he has done, what he has been doing, it is clearly it is not working out. So why not try something else? Like we saw that, but like experienced guy like Rohit Sharma, when Rohit Sharma came into the IPL, something was not working. He was trying too hard, and suddenly, then after a couple of games when he played some fine cameos, he decided to play in his own style. And you look at the runs. Virat Kohli, there was so much criticism during Champions Trophy or before that, even in the last IPL. Look at the way he has been. Everyone has different style. Look at Hardik Pandya. Hardik Pandya last season, Hardik Pandya was not able to bowl, not able to bat. Look at this season. He has been bowling like a dream bowler. He has been batting beautifully. Strike rate is great. He has been hitting, leading the team. Because Hardik Pandya is playing his natural game. He is not this time, he is not burdened. He is not bothered about it. Even if they had a bad start in the first few games. And the way that the Mumbai has made a turnaround. And obviously it has held when you have a support system. We can't blaming Rishabh Pant for all the ails. What LSG is doing. So here the roles of whether it's Justin Langer or Zahir Khan, who is the mentor, everyone comes into the focus because their job is to ensure that you get best out of Rishabh Pant. If you are putting lot of pressure, like what Zahir Khan's friend Ashish Nehra is doing to Shubman Gill. Look at the contrast. Same Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant are almost in the same bracket. Probably Rishabh is a senior guy. He has played more international cricket than Shubman Gill. But kind of support Shubman Gill is getting from Ashish Nehra. Is Rishabh Pant getting that kind of support from Zahir Khan and Justin Langer? That LSG has to introspect and they have to ask themselves.
Rightly said, the support system is very important, as you mentioned, Vimal, because rightly you mentioned the charismatic Rishabh Pant, because we know that the number of innings he has played for India, we can say even a top class player struggles to play those number of innings throughout his life. So you can't just say that Rishabh Pant is not performing. It's the duty of the whole system to boost his confidence, whatever the reasons they may be, no matter. But definitely. But talking about the Punjab, top three, Prap Simran, Priyansh Arya and Shreyas has done the heavy lifting for the team, and that is also, we can say that their middle order has performed in patches, but totally not up to the mark. And talking about their strike rate, which has been the second worst strike rate among all the 10 teams this season. So they have also had a number 4 roulette this season, using as many as 5 players in that position in 10 games. So do you think is a matter of a concern for the Punjab Kings on some odd day their top order is not firing? In that context, at this juncture of the tournament, it could be a matter of concern for them?
No, I don't think so. And coming back to again this point, and we can connect the dots. Like what we were talking about Rishabh Pant and the support system. Look at Shreyas Iyer, who is being backed by Ricky Ponting. Ricky Ponting is a coach. He has seen everything in IPL, failure, trophy winning squad he has been part of. So this time when Punjab made the side, they were clear once they have got and this captain coach if you look at the rapport, the kind of backup support Shreyas Iyer is getting, I think it is being reflected in his leadership. Yes, tactically, if you look at among all the captains, I will not hesitate, and I think most of these cricketers will agree. Shreyas Iyer looks like strategically, if you talk about the cricketing acumen, he looks the most aggressive captain, and he has been leading from the front. He has been scoring runs. Yes, Priyansh Arya has not been consistent. Prabh Simran Singh obviously has played some marvelous innings, but I think overall, if you look.
All right, as you mentioned that the way Shreyas Iyer has captained the team, he brings confidence on the table, he brings a different level of, we can say that, environment on the table, and that positive attitude, we can say that is contagious, and that has impacted his team. And also, as you mentioned, Vimal, the support system is very important for the team, and that is reflected in the performance of here at the Punjab, the way they are backing their captain. And the same with the Mumbai Indians, we saw the franchisee continuously backing up their players. Even the way Mumbai Indians performed in the last season under the captaincy of Hardik Pandya, but they kept faith on their team. And this time around, what a turnaround they made. And definitely it's a key factor. But talking about the LSG, after an inconsistent start followed by a hat-trick of wins, LSG have hit a rough patch again, slipping to the 3 defeats in the last 4 matches. That dip in form has has seen some slide down the points table, leaving them with a little room for errors at this position, as you mentioned before. With 4 matches to go, what changes they need to bring their campaign back on track, especially if they are heavily dependent on their top order?
I think one thing they can do is just the what we discuss about Rishabh Pant. They should play freely. You get the sense when you see the LSG, the involvement of the owner. I can understand the owner has put so much money. He wants to win the trophy desperately. But at the end of the day, any owner, they have to realize this is not a corporate world. It is sports. There will be failures. There will be average result. There will be outstanding result. You have to embrace. No better team. You look at Chennai. Chennai is going through horrid run. But have you ever seen their owner doing anything silly on TV, on record, or environment? This is the Chennai CSK team going through the worst run. Still, there has been no, like even if they don't have the regular captain like Rituraj Gaikwad, there is no sense of discontent in the team. So that is what you need. Mumbai Indians, you look at last season, they had a horrible season. There was so much conspiracy theory were going on. This season they did not start well, but they just kept their trust on that team. Look at the manager, and the turnaround happened. This is how it works in a sporting world. Look at Delhi Capitals, the new management. Delhi has never been like one of the most consistent sides in the history of IPL. But look at how they have turned things around. Look at Rajasthan Royals. They have struggled, but have you seen somebody abusing or doing anything to Rahul Dravid, the coach, the system? They have been backing. Rajasthan has won only first time they won the IPL. But there has to be consistency. Yes, everyone wants to win the trophy, but at the end of the day, it is a very competitive tournament. You look at the points table, especially at this stage. So you have to allow your players, your team, your coaches the freedom to attack. You look at SRH with the same template. Yes, last time they had reached the finals. This time they were playing in the same way. Yes, the result hasn't gone. But no one is going after the captain. No one is going after the coach. You see the sense of, the equanimity in the team. That is what you want in IPL. Unfortunately, when you look at LSG, you get the sense there is too much pressure on the players, on the support staff, on the captain to deliver. So I think that is not helping. There has to be a relaxed dressing room, relaxed team environment.
Definitely, as you mentioned, that environment is very important. As KL Rahul also mentioned that the environment in some franchises like CSK, like Mumbai Indians, is not so, we can say that it's not so pressurized even there. So it matters a lot because as a team, as a captain, as a player, when you go on the field, it impacts your performance. Talking about Punjab, Arshdeep Singh could be a key against LSG's opener. He has dismissed Adrian Markram 4 times in 13 meetings and has got Marsh out twice in 4 meetings. Vimal, how do you look this matchup, especially in this key match?
Arshdeep Singh, if you look at Arshdeep Singh, not only for Punjab, look at his record for India. T20 games, he has been terrific bowler. Even during the last World Cup, we saw 2024. People have not been talking a lot about what Arshdeep Singh did in India's victorious campaign. Obviously, in the finals, you look at his spell, the way he bowls. Very confident young man, and he's the guy who has been playing all his IPL cricket from the same franchise. And now he has become a leader. Now he is a very experienced guy. And look at the way he has been bowling. He knows that. Arshdeep Singh, in the back of his mind, he knows that. Who knows? Selectors might just pick him for the India A squad when India is touring England just immediately after IPL. The kind of swing he has, the left arm angle, you can't predict. He could be the someone who could play in, because this is a huge test series, 5 test match series. So Arshdeep Singh, key bowler for the Punjab, and he is somebody, like, if you look at his mannerism, if you look at his overall personality, he may not come across because he is not somebody who wears his emotion on his sleeve. But he's a very intelligent guy. If you look at his dismissal, and I have heard few Few months back, I had spoken to Paras Mahamre, Indian team's ex bowling coach, and the way he was describing, he said that Arshdeep is one guy. Even though he's very young, I did not have to do much to him because he's so intelligent and he understands he has the great game awareness. That is what Paras Mahamre told me. The game awareness, the sense of where the game is heading for, what I have to do. Sometimes a lot of players, we saw that yesterday with Khalil Ahmed. He has played for India, the experienced guy. But the moment the first ball, the Rutherford took him on, you could see that he was under pressure and he just could not deliver. That is not something is going to happen ever with someone like Arshdeep Singh. That he has that confidence. He will try A, he will try B. He always has those kind of options, and that is, I think, the key factor in his evolution as a T20 bowler.
Definitely, what a fantastic bowler. We know what kind of performance he has done for India. And talking about the other match of the double header, that match we saw was a thriller it was, but Rajasthan Royals failed to make the target by 1 run. So it was another thriller. Parag again coming, we can say that the first time he looked in his zone in this match, and officially they are now out of the tournament. So what's your take on that match, missing by a whisker, Rajasthan Royals?
I think, to be very honest, and if you look at, if there is a medal for the unluckiest team, it has to go to Rajasthan Royals. You have to feel for them. You have to feel for them. Rahul Dravid, the coach, the new captain, Riyan Parag, because Sanju Samson was unavailable for most of the matches because of injury. So they have been the unlucky side. 1 run, the couple of close chases where the Rajasthan Royals could have been easily, excuse me, had luck been on their side, they would have been fighting for the playoff space. But luck has not been on their side, as was the case today. 1 run, you don't, and this is not the first instance in this IPL. They have lost so many close matches. If I'm not wrong, at least 4 matches they have lost from the position of winning. They have lost the game either in the last over, second last over, or something like that. So I think this is the luck has not been on their side. Rahul Dravid as a coach has tried his best. He has been the World Cup winning coach for India in 2024, but something just didn't click. Maybe I think probably they missed the services of Sanju Samson. That was a terrible blow because Sanju Samson is a great leader, great. His man management skill, I think it put a lot of pressure on young Riyan Parag. Riyan Parag is still trying to establish himself in international cricket. Leadership was too much for him. It was reflected. You look at his decision, a small decision.
Right.
If you minutely analyze, I think again the burden of captaincy on this young shoulder was too much for him. Probably Sanju Samson missing most of these matches has some adverse impact. Some I would say rather it was a terrible blow for RR.
Yeah, as you mentioned that they played few good knocks and they lost few close matches. But for Rajasthan, I also think that their batting, the top order batting looked too one-dimensional, and they don't have, apart from Hetmar, no foreign players in their top, at least in the top 7. Also, they were confused regarding the position of the Hetmar in some matches. He was playing at the 8. So, few I think they have mistakes they've done. But all in all, a good performance for them, and we can say that the find of the season, the way Suryavanshi batted and just knocked his door for the international cricket too. But talking about this match, given how well Nicholas Puran starts against spin, should Punjab hold Chahal back again like they did against CSK, or unleash him early against Puran?
I think that will be a key factor because Nicholas Puran, we know that, yes, obviously off late he has not been among the greatest of runs as was the case in the beginning. But yes, and Yuzi Chahal on the other hand, if you look at, he has been terrific. The way he's one of those guys. He has taken second hat trick, so he has been in the form. But as you just said, when we were discussing about this Punjab team, there is strength. There is strength. If you look at, they have the kind of resources. And when we were discussing about Rajasthan Royals, one mistake they made during the auction, half of the IPL is won during the auction. leaving UZ Chahal, look at what UZ Chahal is doing for Punjab.
Right.
Leaving Josh Butler, what he has been doing for GT. So Rajasthan will regret those decisions. Like, not retaining the likes of Josh Butler, one of the greatest white ball batsmen. UZ Chahal, one of the greatest bowlers in the history of IPL. Not retaining them, I don't think that was a wise decision. And probably UZ Chahal is trying to show to Rajasthan, look what you guys have missed. And that is what he has been doing, because he was like, when he went to Rajasthan last year, he was hurt because RCB did not retain them prior to that. So I think the way you look at the stats of Yuzvendra Chahal under 10 economy, yes, he has been a little bit expensive, but his main role has been to get the crucial wicket. Crucial wicket. He has shown his class. So, and I think that will be a contest to watch for Nicholas Pooran versus UZ Chahal. What mouth-watering prospect.
Definitely, it's going to be a mouth-watering because the match is very important for both the teams. Here, the one last chance for the LSG team if they want to be there in the race for the playoffs, and Punjab can make a strong case for the top two finish by winning this match, and the race is getting tighter, the stakes are getting higher, and the drama is far from over. So that's all in this special edition, and thanks Vimal for joining us and giving a wonderful perspective of this match. So we will be back with more action, analysis, and all the updates and the moments from the IPL on DD India. Until we meet again, keep watching DD India. Namaskar.
Good girl.